Dear friends, good morning. I, Jaswant Singh Kelasia, welcomes you in our YouTube channel, Parad Germinates the Democracy. This channel also having an Hindi version named as Parad Loktantra Ka Ankuran. We are also available at other different social media platforms. In the description, you can see them. This channel is an official channel of a newly launched political party, Parad. This is an abbreviated name of the party. A comprehensive vision document of this party has been prepared. Some important features of this vision document, you can see them in the description. Today, we are discussing about the chapter 4 of this vision document. The title of this chapter is Need of a Political Party and its Characteristics and Specification in a Socialistic System of Democracy and State Governance. The vision document is technically in nature, so we are presenting it by reading as Evolution of a Political Party. As we have said in chapter 2, the details of this chapter 2 you can see by clicking the icon button. When common men of France eradicated king and queen and their associated and those remained alive ran away from France. After this great turmoil, National Assembly of France would be felt that for the purpose of to establish security and peace, for law and order, to regulate economical, social system, of all these purposes, all would have selected some chosen person according to common consensus and shouldered responsibilities for all above mentioned activities, with assurance and hope that these selected persons shall be fulfill aspirations of common people and also perform their duties with good zeal as assigned to them as described above. At this juncture also this would be determined that those chosen selected persons, those are called as representative, in what ways, manner and style perform their governmental and the administrative activities, and what they would be not to do. The common masses of France would have been provided some rights and would have been imposed some restrictions upon these chosen selected persons. In due course of time, these same selected persons as representative amongst the common masses of the France, several people would have been made favorites and some would have been made unfavorites. After certain time, when amongst the common masses majority members of unsatisfied, unhappy, unfavorite emerges, then these majority peoples would have been think to replace these chosen selected persons. At this juncture, common masses would have been made a general consensus about to choose, select some other suitable persons as their representatives, and then other groups of representatives would have been appointed for conducting all the political and other activities of the state. But after a certain time further, the same above mentioned condition would be arises. That means majority of the common masses would have been unsatisfied, unhappy with the overall performances of these second groups of chosen selected persons. In this conditions situation, further chosen selected persons would have been replaced by first one group of a new or fresh one group would have been chosen selected for. In due course of time, it also would be possible that persons those were selected and replaced and side by side persons those were currently having political powers and performing their responsibilities as public representatives both created their respective favorite supporting groups amongst common masses in both the conditions when common masses would have been unsatisfied, unhappy with both and or more than two groups of chosen selected persons. All these had been assigned for rule and administration. Then in one side, these sitting chosen selected persons would have tried their best to retain in the power with an assurance to the common people that they give good governance as per liking of the common people. But in other side, those chosen persons which have been removed from the power earlier, they would also be in try to common people further authorize them for governance and administration. This is also a natural, spontaneous thing that because of an governance administration, there is a guarantee of life as to live with dignity and prestige, reputation, glamour, luxurious, powerful and predominant lifestyle. Therefore, amongst all the group of chosen persons, there had been a competition for capturing the ruling power. In the sequence of this competition amongst the chosen persons, a situation would come when a particular group of these chosen persons, by claiming their superiority as to giving good governance as compared to other groups of particular people of chosen person, in one hand, and in other hand they were criticizing by exposing the defects, the faults and mistakes of other group of chosen person. By this process of self praising and others criticizing, and the group of chosen persons have been made their respective groups of supporters amongst the masses when the competition of obtaining power of governance and administration would be very tough and complicated amongst all the group of chosen persons. Then it would be decided by general consensus that which one of all group chosen persons got majority number of supporters from the common peoples, then it shall be authorized to have authority of governance and administration. By the common people of the group of the chosen persons, those have been come into existence as described above, been determined a tenure period for governance, say 5 years or 10 years. After the expiry of this tenure period of governance, there would be a provision that for next coming tenure, permissions, consensus needed for governance on the basis of majority support in favor of a particular group of chosen persons. In due course of time, all these groups of few chosen persons have been converted into ruling groups for the purpose of rule and administration. They have been developed many-faceted style of governance and administration. So also they have been listed the things, facilities, rights, etc. those they would like to provide to common peoples. This list would be a constitution manifesto. Accordingly, all these ruler groups would have been given a particular name, title, and in due course of time, all these ruler groups would be manifested, turned in a particular political parties. In present day context, we call them as political party. This is our hypothesis of evolution and manifestation of political party. Here we have another hypothesis also. When we study history of different types of evolution, then we find that in these regards we were there major events happened. When we study history of different type of revolution, we have find that in these regards there were three major events happened. A. Elimination of emperor, king, dictators, feudals and abolition of their empires, state and rulership also. B. Emergence and establishment of new states, nation states accordingly to the democratic principles. C. Emergence, manifestation and formation of new and newer political, philosophical, sociological, scientific, economic principle. So many isms, theories and concepts have been evolved. So many scientific inventions, discoveries taken place. As all we know that after evolution, elimination of traditional system of governance administration, though imperialism and or dictatorship, then these were replaced by new system of administration governance under several new philosophies and isms. For example, Marxism, Leninism, capitalism, socialism, Maoism, Mao-Leninism, etc., etc. It is a notable thing here also that during this period of many scientific principle, theories, concepts, laws, inventions, discoveries taken place, all these resulted into manifestation of so many new things and principles in the field of politics, sociology, economics, finance and social value system, etc. Due to all these developments mentioned above, so many political parties came into existence for these purposes of governance and administration. Under democratic system, all these parties came into existence according to several politico-social, economical principle isms. For example, Marxism, Leninism, socialism, capitalism, Maoism, etc. as per their respective political ideology. All these political parties, as per their respective manifestos, objectives, motives, model of governments, through some sort of election system, started their governance administration in most of all the states, nation states of the world. In this process of change of system of governance, that means democratic system, most of the countries, states framed their respective constitution for the purpose of smooth and regular governance and all other activities, etc. Academically, scientifically, the intellectual classify all types of states of the world into these major classes as follows. According to great philosopher Aristotle, 1. Monarchical states, number 2. Aristocratic states, number 3. Democratic states. Modern classification of states. Number 1. Sovereign and dependent states. Number 2. Union and federal states. Number 3. Confederation states. Number 4. Nation states. Number 5. Empirical states. Number 6. Multi-nation states. In due course of time, due to influence of socio-political changes, technical changes, military changes and other types of turmoil, in all above mentioned types of states are also liable to alter and change. So also political parties and or ruling classes, those rules administer, governor and state peoples also liable to change according to situations. Where there are system of adult franchise, election system, multi-party system, parliamentary system, then according to their constitutional provisions, the people of the states elect their public representatives after a particular determined time on majority vote basis. Then these elected public representatives in a form of political parties took the responsibilities to govern, administer accordingly. But contrary to the above mentioned classical descriptions, we have observing feeling that all over the world gradually some sort of elements of aristocratic statism have been introduced in all the political parties. That means, as that of we have been tried to explain with the help of a hypothesis at the beginning of this chapter, that at early stage of democracy, the common man chosen elected some pupils from amongst themselves as public representative for governance on themselves, for theirselves, in place of emperor, king, feudals, monarch. But nowadays, these so-called public representatives have been converted like a new feudals, imperials, autocrats, monarch, etc. And having such type of mentality, thinking, and profess such type of ideology, so also their all approaches are according to their mentality, thinking, and ideology. Hence, in the world, more or less representative socialistic democracy have been finished. Nowadays, there are abundance of elite class aristocratic statism in the world. In India, this problem is called familiatism, brother nepotism. In all these regard, in India, most pathetic things as that we have stated in other place, the democracy came into existence at very premature stage in India. For this situation, intellectuals call it as mobocracy, not the democracy. So many intellectuals also long ago forecasted that India is moving towards mobocracy, and nowadays very openly we are observing that all the symptoms of this mobocracy in different terms and ornamented as follows: 1. Vote bank, money media mafia, familialism, brother nepotism, criminalization of politics, unlimited and huge application of money, black money in politics, election. Next, in the party manifesto, expression of mentally towards voters as that of a proverb, keep continuous to throw a piece of fish before the needy one, but not tend them, the art of catching fish. Persons worship helmet and stardom, etc. as testimony. A mentionable and important fact is this: Indian ruling class wants yet that there must be established mobocracy in a premature manner. A mentionable and important fact is that Indian ruling class wants yet that there must be established mobocracy in a perpetual manner, because this it is very feasible and suitable to rule permanently and to exploit common global masses. In other side, it helps to mislead the world opinion in propagandizing this falsehood that India is a greatest, longest and living democracy of the world, are all the grounds on which we claim that whatever the so-called political parties, groups exist in India, those are registered and are unregistered in election commission are not political parties as per the definition of democracy and as per the concept of the democracy. But actually in practice they are all ruling class. These are all the grounds basis on which we claim that Parad is the only first and alone political party of India. Parad clearly wanted to finish mobocracy. Dear friends, with this the chapter 5 is concluded here. Presently we request that kindly view at least 10 to 15 episodes of our channel in their serial manner, then we claim that after viewing these episodes, you shall be observed that in the Indian political field, we are going to do some radical and basic fundamental things. Then definitely you shall subscribe, like and share our channel. So also you shall be involved and associated with our party Parad. Thanks for being with us and viewing full episode. Thanks.